Hello, y'all. I'm back with another video. I got time tonight. Yes, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna do a little talking on here. Get a little taste of water where I can go harder. Yes, this topic tonight is gonna be about gossip, gossip. I did a small little video earlier today about being leery of people that gossip a lot. We all guilty of it. I've had some moments myself. I'm not perfect. Let me put that disclaimer on here. I am no different or no better than anybody else. I'm just as human as anybody else. But I want to say this. You ever pay attention to most of the time you see people always got something bad to say about somebody, or they go way back and I remember when such and such was like this, and yeah, and this person used to do this, and yeah, they used to do that, and I remember when those same people got some skeletons that's in their closet too. They have not all the way been A1 Yoda, excuse me. Some people get older in age and get religious. You done found the Lord, and that's a beautiful thing. But it's not very nice when you point out other people's flaws and you cut them down and you find fault and you talk about this and, oh, well, I heard this and, I heard that. Well, it's somebody that know the truth about you, that done heard a lot of things about you, that done probably been in your company, in your space, that know a lot about you. See how that works? A lot of people want God to forgive them and be forgiven, and they say they love the Lord. But you can't say you love God and you want to be forgiven and you want people to look at you like you top notch, but you turn your nose up and you cut other people down, or you do little things out of spite. That's not good. If you ever find yourself around friends and family and, that's always backbiting, it kind of scares me a little bit, because I'm the type, if I don't necessarily get a good feeling about somebody, I'm not going to be in your space, and I don't want you in mine. Now, that don't mean I can't treat you with courtesy, and respect. I can respect anybody. But that, 10 minutes before you get here, I just got to talking about you such and such, how I can't stand, and I remember when she this and she that and that and that and the third. And then soon as that person walk in, girl, hey, girl, what's good? You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, how you can flip flop from this to that? Is it multiple personalities? Is another personality showed up? Or is it other? Are you wrestling with? I never could understand that. I like to be around people that's one way. It can't be 2-3 ways. You can't gossip about somebody or insult them or do negative things and expect them to be okay with it and still be cool, and everybody know you're a gossiper. You're a person that keeps up a lot of confusion. That's not good. And biblically, for those that, high and mighty, I'm a Christian, I'm that. Well, that is one of the commandments. Gossiping is considered a sin. It's actually considered a form of witchcraft. But that's a whole nother video. And I don't know, that's kind of taboo right there. I don't know if I'll ever do a video on that. But you got some people that contradict themselves a lot, and then get mad at you when you don't want to be around them. Or say little things, like you think you better, or you think you this, or you think you that. No, I don't think anything. I know who I am and what I am. But pay attention to people that gossip a lot, because those people could really cut your blessings. Just being in their company, just being around them. There's an old saying that birds of a feather flock together. If you with that person, eventually, same thing they doing, you're going to eventually start doing. because you were part of that. When you go places and you speak to somebody and they stop you and want to start telling you about what they done heard and such and such. Oh, okay, really? Yeah. All right then. Well, hey, I got something on the fire at the house. I got to hurry and get back to the house. Cut it short with them. Because if they gossiping about them, it's only a matter of time before they either gonna gossip about you or they already have been gossiping about you. I'm willing to bet you a crispy $100 bill, and I don't like to part with no money. I'm tight with money. I don't like to part with no money if I don't have to. But I'm willing to bet you, when you see somebody always got something bad to say about somebody, oh, I don't like such and such, and I this and that, and I never this and that and the third. They're really telling you a lot about themselves. Be careful where you hear rumors from, or who come to you to tell you who is the problem. Because 9 times out of 10, the one that's doing the gossiping to you about I'm going to hip you to who is who and this and that and the other, you might be hearing it from the problem. The one that's usually gossiping to you is normally the one that is the problem. Yeah, they are the problem. But you got some people that's so sly and conniving to where they'll have other people disliking or not wanting to be around somebody because of how they feel about that person. See, they done already said some things about you, and other people done formed the preconception about you, which I think is kind of weak-minded, because I don't judge nobody off of what I heard. I want to see for myself. Now, once I see whatever about you is true, okay, well, then I can form my own opinion about you, if I want to be around you, if I don't want to associate with you. But that's something that I'm going to do on my own. I'm not going to let somebody come tell me, because I wouldn't want nobody to do it to me. You have to be careful with people that do a lot of gossiping, that always got some drama. It's always they the victim of something. It's the other person. And they, no. Normally the one that you catch doing all the gossiping, that know all the tea, all the 411, know everybody past. They normally the one that didn't had a hell of a past themselves. And it feels good to them to cut somebody else down. They know that they don't feel good about themselves, or it's some type of insecurity, something that's going on with them. And it's a mask that they walk around with and tearing other people down, picking and choosing who is who. It's a reflection of self. It is a reflection of self. When you catch people always negative, gossiping, keeping up turmoil, it's stuff that's going on with them. See the difference, the person that they're talking about, everybody might know them, might know certain things about them. But what do they know about you? The one that's doing the gossip. See, they normally keep what they do on the low, but it's good to expose other people. What I heard about you, or yeah, this and that and the third. And when you do some homework on them, they got they can't even open every closet they got in their house is full of bones. They got a lot to answer for on Judgment Day. But they don't want you to touch on that. They want you to touch on what they done heard about such and such. Or I remember, when a lot of people, let me say this. Everybody got a story to tell and got a past. And everybody don't live in their past. And some people bringing up other people's past, that's the only way you could try to keep that person down. But what people don't realize, in order to keep somebody else down, you got to get down with them. If I don't like you and I'm tearing you down and I'm trying to set you up for failure and trying to make sure don't nothing go in your favor, in order for me to keep you down, I got to get down with you. And I don't like being down nowhere. So if I can't uplift you and I ain't got nothing good to say about you, I ain't got nothing to say about you at all. They taught you that in kindergarten. I know they taught me that. My mama would tell me quick out the gate, you ain't got nothing good to say about somebody, close your mouth and don't say nothing at all. But it's a nasty spirit that a lot of people got on them. It's a nasty spirit. And a lot of times it comes from the people that you see, and I don't have no shade. I ain't throwing no slug. Now, don't come for me. But think about it. Most people that you see throw slugs and got something bad to say about somebody else's reputation or how rotten or no good or they this and they that, they in the church every time that church door open. And I never could understand what's the point in you going there. What are you learning in there? Because if you still got a gossiping spirit, you still got a black heart, you can't serve two masters. What's the point in you going to church? The object is to uplift everybody. We all here to serve one another. I don't know why people think, a lot of people got more years behind them than they got in front of them. And they still stuck. Gossiping spirit, jealousy spirit, conniving spirit. They got all kind of different legion of demons that's attached to them. But they see the fault in other people, but won't take the time out to look at themselves. It's 6 months to a year to take care of your business and 6 months of the year to leave other people's business alone. It's 12 months in a year. 6 months for me to take care of my business, 6 months to leave your business alone. And if I'm taking care of my business, I ain't got time to worry about what you got going on or who you used to be. Or I feel this about you personally. If you're a Christian and you love God, God is love. Now that's not to say everybody don't want you at their table, and you don't need to be at everybody's table. And now that's another video. Well, actually, I did a video on that, so that's not another video. I can throw that in here. You ain't got to eat at everybody's table. You ain't got to be bosom buddies with everybody. But respect do a dog. I don't have to like you. I also don't have to gossip about you. But that's my take. Tonight's video on gossip. Because it's malicious. The reason why I say it's a form of witchcraft, because how many people have unalived themselves? Everybody's mind is not strong. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know if that person is trying to get themselves right. A little word of encouragement could change who a person is. But if they already been dogged all their life, or they done already been through something, and you steady keep gossiping or tearing them down, that's destroying a person. That's trying to destroy them. That is a form of witchcraft. That's the devil's work. That ain't got nothing to do with God. That's why I say you can't serve two masters. You got to choose one. You can't serve them both. And that's another thing too. Smart people, you catch people always gossiping and tearing other people down and always got something to say about them. And then come back and smile with them like you ain't never said nothing about them. You just Gucci with them. I think that that's a form of mental illness. I really do think, that's a form of mental illness. Because, it's like you got to shape shift. If I don't care for you, I don't care for you, period. And yes, there are some people, like I say, I'm human. There are some people that I might not particularly care for in that way. But that don't mean I got to dog walk them. I could still be cordial and be kind to you. Now, I ain't going to be chopping it up with you at Chick-fil-A or none of that. I'd speak to you and keep it pushing. But if it's a person that gossip a lot and you know they messy and they keep up turmoil, let your words be far and few around them. Because they either have you caught up in the cross, have you in all kind of chaos, all kind of stuff, your name attached to, and you don't even know what they talk. Well, you don't even know the people that's coming back to tell you what was said and your name is involved in it. They didn't add it, subtracted, multiplied the conversation. Those kind of people have you in a bad situation. Stay clear of them. Cordial, be kind, always be kind. God takes care of the rest. But let your words be far and few. I wouldn't have them at my house. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even know where I live at. I ain't coming to your house and I don't want you in mine. But anyway, that's my take on dealing with people that like to gossip. It's nasty. It's ugly. And it's somebody somewhere that know you that's telling the truth on you while you got one finger pointing and you got four pointing back at you. It's not good. It's not even attractive. But anyway, that's my take. Y'all be blessed.